The thing that's helped me the most to stay physically active and to get through my hard workouts and sparring sessions is Red Kratom. I've been using Red Kratom for about roughly 3 years now to deal with my chronic pain issues. I have pain throughout my body, and at sometimes it's not so bad, or at times it's pretty bad. And it can be so severe sometimes that it's even just tough to get out of bed. The pain kind of came out of nowhere about 7 years ago, and it's just pain that I'll get throughout my whole body. And I noticed too when I started having the pain that my flexibility and mobility severely decreased. I never want to resort to painkillers to address the pain, as I know they can be highly addictive, and also I don't like the way they make me feel. I've had to use them before after surgeries, and they are very good for helping you if you have an extreme amount of pain. But the chronic pain that I experience is nowhere near to that level that you get post-surgery, but it's still bad enough where it does affect my daily life and what I'm capable of doing. I lift weights around 4 to 5 times a week and grapple about 2 to 3 times a week. Also, I'll do some striking once in a while as well. And the Red Kratom has allowed me to really kind of train intensely while doing those things. I'll usually take it anytime right before a strenuous physical activity, or if I'm just feeling like I'm just having a lot of pain in that instance. I usually have been taking it lately about 2 to 3 times a day, and I will some days take it less, and other days I may take it a little bit more, but I don't usually go over 3 times a day, and it's more usually around 2 times a day. So I'm assuming that you probably have some idea what kratom is, but if you don't, it's basically a tree that's native to Southeast Asia, and the leaves of the tree are dried, and then they're crushed and turned into a powder that can be consumed. Some people will also take the leaves and chew on them, or they'll make a tea out of them. What I do is I take the dried powder and I'll mix it with water and usually some fruit juice and consume it that way. You can also find kratom in capsule form where the powder is just put in the capsules, but I think it's just easier just to buy the powder itself and to mix it, as the taste isn't very good. It's quite bitter, but I'm used to it by now, so it doesn't really bother me. I don't usually measure out the exact amount I take, but I have a scooper, and I'll usually take anywhere from 3 to 5 scoops of it at a time. It has a weird legal status here in the United States, where in most parts of this country, you are able to buy it. But when I try to order online, I noticed that certain states and even regions like cities, you're not able to actually purchase it, which I find to be kind of strange. Unfortunately, the FDA and the media have tried to demonize this plant because they rather just push harmful pharmaceutical drugs such as painkillers. And these types of drugs are way, way, way more dangerous than kratom and can actually kill you, where despite media and people saying that they know people have died from kratom, that is completely untrue. Any report of death from kratom, the person who succumbed to it always had other drugs in their system, which was actually what killed them. The FDA is just a super corrupt organization. I mean, they approved so many dangerous drugs and instruments, such as the excimer lasers used in laser eye surgery. And people think that just because something is FDA approved means it's safe, and that doesn't mean anything at all. But this is a topic for a whole nother video. So kratom can become habit forming, just like pretty much any other substance, and you can build up a tolerance to it. So I recommend once in a while decreasing the dose you're taking, or just even taking a break from it for a while to let your kind of have your tolerance drop, and then you should be able to come back to it and not actually need as much. It can also have some very mild withdrawal effects, such as increasing insomnia and some restlessness, which I have experienced on occasion. However, these withdrawal effects are very, very mild compared to the withdrawal effects you get from stopping most pharmaceutical drugs. So if you're in chronic pain and it's limiting what you can do and it's kind of really affecting your quality of life, I would highly suggest looking into Red Kratom. It's definitely helped me out a bunch. There are also white and green Kratom, but I discussed that actually in another video, and I don't really take it because it does very little to help with pain issues. But if you'd like to learn more about it, I do have an older video that I did on Kratom that you'll see in the upper hand corner of the screen if you'd like to check that out. And yeah, that's all I got. So until next time, stay strong, warriors.